and there's something I want to talk about today. A lot of my viewers, I don't know if they're into books or not, but this is something I want to just put out there. Why do we read Twilight? Why do we read other books? Not Twilight related. Why do we read books about vampires, about werewolves, about mythical creatures? Why do we? The reason I picked up Twilight wasn't because it was a vampire book. I didn't know it was a vampire book. Because when I typed in teen vampire books on Amazon.com, I was like, Twilight, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, New Moon. What? These are nice titles, but they don't sound like vampire books. So I picked it up, and the book ceases to amaze me. Every time I read it, I just go in like amazement. Oh, this chapter where Jacob finds out he's a werewolf. This chapter where Bella finds out Edward's a vampire. These things. I'm actually wearing a Twilight t-shirt today. I just picked it up in like my dresser, and I just I'm gonna wear this today. And this new book I'm reading, Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. You have to read that book. It's like so good. It's like they feel like very long chapters, but you don't even notice because of this power. That is my dog jumping. She's trying to kill me. But why do we read books? When I read a book, it grabs me. I feel like I'm the character. I feel like I'm Bella. And like in Eclipse, when I was reading Eclipse, and I don't want to give anything away, but probably a lot of people have read Eclipse. If you didn't, I'm very sorry. When Bella is choosing between Edward and Jacob, and I'm crying because I'm like, these are two great guys, because I was Switzerland when I was reading Eclipse, like the third time, and I was like, I already knew it was going to happen, and it was like, it's killing me, because like, you know what's going to happen, and you're like bursting into tears, because you know that she's not going to choose Jacob, and that like killed me. I was like the first time I read it, I was like, I wasn't really surprised. I knew she was going to choose Edward, because really, without an Edward in the book, there was going to be nothing. I mean, if she chose Jacob, I think she would have had a different life. And here's the question I put out there. How do you think Bella's life would have changed if she chose Jacob? And I know you Team Edward fans are probably going to kill me. And I'm Team Jacob, so I'm sorry, and I'm glad that Bella chose Edward, because they're perfect together. They're just like, and then Nessie and Jacob, I don't know how that's going to work out. I mean, if Stephanie Meyer writes a book from Renesmee's point of view, I will be looking forward to reading that, because that'll be interesting to hear. And, anyway, if Bella chose Jacob, I think her life would have been totally different. I mean, the Cullens would have probably, like, found her, and, like, they would have, like, asked for a war, and she would have had to just, like, I chose Jacob, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I guess she would have loved Edward. I mean, she would have just said, like, this is what needs to work. They need to be friends, even though I chose Jacob. I'm going to be human. I'm going to live a nice life. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to have children. I'm going to do all these things. And my husband is a werewolf. And I think she would have had a very weird life. But I liked Breaking Dawn, and I admit to that. But anyway, with books, you're that character. You're that person that is dealing with all these problems. If you're, it's just, you're that person. You're Bella when you're reading Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. Think that every time you're reading it. You're Team Edward fan, you're kissing Edward. You're a Team Jacob fan in Eclipse, she kisses Jacob. And you're Bella. You can be any of the characters, but you are that main character saying, okay, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And if you're in a murder mystery book, you got to find the killer. You got to do all these things. But in these books, you get so caught up in the books, you're like, I can't put this book down. I want to hurt someone if they take this book out of my hands. I mean, books are amazing. I'm reading this book. I don't remember the title, and if I remember it, I will put it in my next video. It's this book I found, and it's like amazing. And there's like a werewolf in this book, and there's vampires. It's not Twilight, and it's a really good book. And so, what are your thoughts on Twilight and like reading and books? And tell me what you think if Jacob and Bella ever ended up together. How do you think Bella's life would have been? So, bye.